Okay, now this how I usually look. Okay, hair done, nice and moisturized looking. I got my pop and play sweater on, and I'm on my floor through some of these books. Well, the rest of the books that I brought from Buffalo. I was there too last week. Cause the video I showed you with the on bookcase, that's just a little touch. But I have more. I got Invisible Man, Homegoing, The Girl Who Fell from the Sky, W.E.D. Du Bois. Okay, yes, I got Tyler Perry. All the Gifted Hands. This book right here. Oh, just to let you know, even though I got all these books, that does not mean I've read or finished reading these books. That's just me. Don't judge me. But this book by Ibra Muhammad, she was a former prostitute, and then turned uh, her life around. I would say her life around, but her new way of life, reborn, and became, gave herself to Allah, the Muslim God. It's a really great story. Every time when I'm driving from Maryland to Buffalo and I stop at a truck stop, I always see this book. That might sound so cruel, but it's not that. It's just if you read the book, you will understand. Passing. Most of these books I acquired are from college, like We the People. This was my first textbook, but the reason why I kept this book is because my friend Carlos McKnight is in this book. This book is actually how our friendship started. I'm just trying to get the page that he's on. He's a DC native. Oh my god. I'm trying to get the page. Okay. I was trying to, it took me about 10 minutes to figure out where this picture is at in this book, and I can't find it. But it's in here. That's how me and my friend's friendship with Carlos started. I just can't find the picture, but I will. Not today. Tashi Oates. Yeah, I need to read this, finish reading that. All these are like textbook, like school requirements that I did not finish reading. The Bluest Eye. I wrote a whole report on this and didn't finish reading it. My mom finished reading it, but I didn't. This was during quarantine, so I have a lot of emotional attachment to what this book reminds me of in the time period of the world. I've read this book. It took me 8 months to read it cover to cover. Girl. I thought it was going to be more juicier than this. But I say Michelle Obama's newest book that's currently out. It's a little bit more detailed, but it's a really good read. I see a lot of similarities in myself and Michelle Obama, as she was also a 6-year-old adult learning the world or relearning the world, relearning herself, and just figuring out who she is. I did enjoy reading it on that part because, again, it's a lot of similarities with her and me. Black No More, George Schuler, good read. I never finished reading this book either. It was for school. My mom read it, but I didn't finish reading it. What I did as a student is I went to class and participated in class discussion. And that's how I got the context of the book, so that I could write the paper or the literary analysis of the book. So that's how I did it. I'm not saying that's a good strategy for me to use in graduate school, but it got me through some parts of undergrad. Henrietta Lacks. I read this. Nope, I didn't read this cover to cover. This was a student body, all staff, all student read in high school, health sciences charter school. Go Falcons. Oh, I got the new Jim Crow, Michelle Alexander. As you can see, I started this a while ago. I have not finished reading it. My friend Carlos, he had a copy of this too, and he was reading it on his way flying to Buffalo, and he left it in the airport bathroom. So now I don't want to take this out my sight or out my house in general. Like, you can't, this is a treasure. You can't just leave this anywhere. This, okay? This stays in the house. It's read in the house. Period. A dream deferred. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Did not. It was a recommendation for me to read this. Did not read this. I started the first page and didn't read it. Homegoing. Okay, I have I got 2 copies. And if someone wants a second one, please. I did not finish this. I started this in my it was high school. What year was this? No. Got it. It was I started this my freshman year of undergrad, and I could not finish it. It was just too much. My spirit have been thinking about the characters in this book for a while, so I think I'm more emotionally equipped and strengthened and matured to finish this book. Once I've been processing my own traumas in life, so I think I could finish it. I stopped at H. That's where I stopped. I stopped here. It was when them twins. Whoever, I'm not gonna give out the rest of the book, or but I just know it was twins that might be sold into slavery and continue the process again, or to continue the next generation on this cycle. That's it. It's about 2 sisters in slavery. One sister went into the chattel slavery, and the other sister went into the chattel slavery in Americas, and the other sister went through slavery between Africa and Europe. And just telling the stories and the lineage of them, and what happens. Does the sister that was sold into chattel slavery in Americas, what's their descendants like compared to the sister that was sold in the slavery route between Africa and Europe? What is her descendants about? So it's a really great read. Just your emotions gonna get you. You're gonna get angry, sad, happy. It's a lot of trauma triggered. Okay. Love poems, Nikki Giovanni. Nikki Giovanni is my favorite poet ever, and my favorite poem from her, well, okay, outside of this book, inside this book, is A Poem of Friendship. There you go. It's my favorite poem from her. George Orwell. This was a required read in undergrad. In American politics, like this book was, We the People. And again, I did not read this whole book. I stopped. I went to class, participated in class discussion about the book, and that's how I wrote my notes to write the paper for this book. Is it a feasible strategy? No, but I did what I did to get what I need to get. Okay. What else? Oh, picture book. These are all books and things I haven't seen since I moved out my mom's house, other's house, and that was me in 5th grade. And to believe I was fat. I thought that I was fat. Okay, I was stuck into my stomach a little bit, but even without the stomach, that ain't fat at all. Let me see. Wow, that's me in 5th grade. Highgate Heights. I love that school. Oh shoot, how to get this back in the thing. Okay. Oh, 6th grade. Ha! 6th grade. Look at that glasses. Look at them glasses. 4th grade. Oh wow. That's crazy. This is my 9th birthday. And oh wow, that's Ruth. Okay. My oldest uncle that's dead is his first child. Michelle. We really didn't grow up together. These two are 19, 21 years old. This is my grandma Ruth, who just passed last Thursday. My father, who passed away 5-6 years ago. That's me, 9 years old. And this is like the neighbor's child. It was kids' birthday. He was there. And this are the same people in the other picture, but except this is Ruth, which is my uncle's, her son's stepdaughter, Ruth. That's a whole nother story of how Ruth got here. But she cool. We're just looking at. I still got that piggy bank. But, man. These two are gone. I would have never thought that. Okay. Before I start crying. Go happy crying, but my feelings are real. Okay. I say all that. Oh, hold on. One more. Issues in race and ethnicity. I say and go through this. Well, it's actually more boxes. I've kind of organized them. More boxes I have brought from Buffalo, my childhood home. And I was going through all of these all of my stuff, all of my certificates, and realizing I've always been the shit. I don't know where I lost my ability to know that I was always the shit, that I'm the shit. Somewhere I got lost. Somewhere. It might have been fall or spring of my senior year in high school. That's where I keep pinpointing at, because that's not the first time I asked myself that question. But look at all my high honors awards and comptroller awards and Buffalo Urban League, scholarship awards. And I just don't know where I lost my ability. And then to be in a current job, where I have people that are the same age as my parents, living and non-living, like hating on me for no reason. And I got the nerve to doubt myself that I ate the shit, that I am not intelligent. Well, that doubt myself that I am intelligent and beautiful and smart and can achieve so many things, and can be displayed in public health and healthcare, and improve the well-being, or take back the rings of legislation in regards to women's health, because what the fuck. Okay, I'm gonna stop cussing. I'm lying, but that just expresses me being angry. I'm a 6-year-old adult, and it's scary. I got a lot more adulting to do. And what I don't need to be in is a situation where I'm living in a country, state, city, whatever, and my reproductive rights are under attack, or I have none. Okay, that's a lot to think about. And I got the nerve to doubt myself when I know the keys, and I know. I thought I dropped my tea. What was I saying? And I know the ways and approaches of how to fix the problem. But it's people that are my parents' age that's like stumping me down and not guiding me. But it's cool, because I just was not in an environment where I could have that. I just gotta find my ability, my own way, my own, what's that word? Environment. Get around a new group of people with bigger dreams and wider mindsets than myself. Oh, yo, question. I see. I should make a reel on this. I'm gonna make a reel on this. But okay, this is the actual question I'm gonna say on this video. I was watching the Miss Obama mission to women's empowerment on is sponsored by CNN on YouTube, and it was she was on a panel amongst women, African descent, Anglo-Saxon descent, Eurasian, European, Arabic descent. But on this panel was the woman who was of Arabic descent. She was voicing the struggles of how, young girls and young women, they're being violated sexually, and she also spoke about the women's bodies, and the issues going on with women in Ukraine. And my question was like, okay, yes, these women are going through tough times, and women who are in, countries like Saudi Arabia, I hope I'm saying this right, their rights have been turned back 20 years. But I'm like, but black women's bodies have always been violated and told, what to wear, what not to wear, how to say, how to speak, how to look. Like, oh, always, like hundreds of years, slavery, be just especially on America, like always. And black women have always voiced that they're hurting. To give an example of, the overturning of Roe v. Wade. All white women was like, oh my gosh, it's like Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale is coming. But Handmaid's Tale was based off of real life events that happened in the world. Like Margaret Sanger's book, Handmaid's Tale. Those were real events happening throughout history to women. Handmaid's Tale is not just coming; it's already been here. It's just white women. These rights are now being the on the agenda of being slashed or revoked. Overturning a Roe v. Wade will just disenfranchise women of color and reduce access to healthcare and reproductive health, and reduce the fight, or make reproductive justice, make the fight of reproductive justice even harder to achieve. That was rough, but I got it. So I'm just like, how if I was on that panel, am I supposed to say, okay, I see your demographic, or like your people getting hurt, but black women have always been hurting? Like, what is that appropriate to say? Is it? Or am I supposed to just be like, okay, yes, I know that black women have always been hurting on this world. Do I let this woman voice her hurt as well? Or do I always be the, okay, yes, I'm gonna let you finish, but black women been hurting too. Period. How would I approach that? Can someone ask me that? How would I approach that? Like, how? And I'm asking that from the black voice, from the black woman, from the black elders, for the black revolutionaries. I'm asking the Angela Davises and the Nick Giovanni's, like, what would you do if you were on that stage? Do you raise the atrocities that's always been happening to black women's bodies, or do you let her voice her disdain for what is happening in her community? Okay, go back to my childhood. I was going through, like, bio book, bio 200 book, or bio 2 book, and all my notebooks and binders and chemistry binders. Okay. Oh, okay, it was upside down. My bad, y'all. Okay. Oh no, it wasn't! It wasn't upside down! Okay. Chemistry. Scientific notation, all that stuff. Most of these all these DVDs are my dad's. My dad, that's where comedy came from. Or my desire to involve myself with comedians like Chris Rock or Cedric the Entertainer or mostly I know I'm listing male comedians. I know. But this is what I grew up. This is what I was exposed to in terms of what comedy was growing up. You know, Chris Tucker, what's Raw Eddie Murphy, um, Eddie Griffin. Somebody breaking glass outside the door. All like those were what comedy meant to me. Black men showing and experiencing their perspective of the world that they live in, and then making their pain and turning it into comedy. That's what I got from those men in comedy. Okay, but don't judge me. I'm naming all these male comedians. Okay, but that is a comedian industry problem. Yes, I know currently we got Tiffany Haddish and we got Lunel. We have who? Coco Brown, Yvonne Yori. Yvonne Orji. I'm really horrible with names, so don't come at me. Who else? It's a lot more women comedians out here. Issa Rae. I'm gonna name some. Who else? Oh, Takara Williams, Dulce, Salome. Yeah, especially Takara. She's funny. But funny. Yes, to name a few woman comedians. But I was thinking, that's okay, go back to my childhood, going through all this stuff and realizing I am so talented and I have achieved a lot. To be a 6-year-old adult, I've achieved a lot. Okay? I don't pride myself or romanticize this part, but it is fact. You know, I'm like first. I've achieved my own level of the first black in public health. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna achieve that as a 6-year-old adult. I'm lying. As a 1-year-old adult, no. As a 6-year-old child and going through puberty, yes. But I have to. Where did I lose in myself, or where did I force myself to become something that I'm not to survive? Or where did I like lose myself to be to adapt in this world that I know is not for me or has no intentions of investing in me, investing in my time, investing in my spirit, mentally, physically, emotionally, culturally, racially, psychologically. Like, so what where? I know I kept my core through that process, but I definitely changed a lot of something. Mm-mm. I went this way. But going to church or reconnecting with, or strengthening, I would say strengthening my relationship with God, or Elohim, or the divine, the universe, whatever, a higher power than myself, because I'm just a vessel on this earth. That's it. I came on this earth for a purpose, and I'm figuring out what that purpose is, accepting the assignment, and going. Good going with it. Yeah, where did I go? Hmm. I mean, I'm getting there. I am. I'm not totally lost. I have some sense. But why do I finally have this need to find myself? Mm. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna probably top it out at 30 minutes. All right, I should have a quote. I do have a quote. And then I'm going. Ah! Ugh. Oh, yeah. I sat on the floor because I'm just grounded on the floor. When you're sitting forward, you're grounded. When you're being vulnerable, that's all I'm gonna say. But my leg fell asleep. Jesus. Whew. What's my quote? By Angela Davis. Oh, you have to act as if it were possible to transform the world. And you have to do that all the time, constantly. That's my quote for today. All right. 6-year-old adult out.